Hello everyone, my name is Juliana, and today we're here to uncover the history of the Social Innovation Fellows with the one, the only, Katie Gray Jackson. How are you today?
Doing great. Thanks for having me. I'm a graduate of industrial design here at NC State. I spent about 4 years working at Red Hat downtown, and today I am Chief of Staff of the design organization at Lenovo.
Take us back to the beginning. What moment or experience made you realize that NC State needed a program like the Social Innovation Fellows?
I worked with a really great team at Hunt Library, actually, with Elizabeth Benefield, who had this concept, and she came to me and said, help me bring this to life. Help me give this concept some legs. So I treated it, as the design student that I was, like a user research project. I went around to lots of faculty, staff, students, all kinds of folks on campus to understand what their needs were, what they might be looking for, and to take in their guidance for the program. So it was really built on direct user feedback.
SIF launched in 2017. What was the campus culture like then?
The culture was really centered around business entrepreneurship, and we wanted to introduce a bit more emphasis around the human-centered thinking that would make entrepreneurship stand out a little bit, build that in from the base level and give it a really strong human-centered foundation so that students could complement any sort of business-focused entrepreneurial thinking with here's how it's going to affect people around you, here's how it's going to be taken in different perspectives, here's how you might understand it a little bit differently.
Critics might say students already have internships, clubs, and classes. Why does SIF matter?
Students have so much draw on their time. I know you guys are so busy. And I would also argue, back to the critics thinking, not every student has the opportunity to get an internship or a great job. You might have a job that meets your financial needs, but doesn't necessarily fill your cup in terms of that sense of purpose. And that's something we hear a lot from students who participate in the Social Innovation Fellows, is that it really brings you a strong sense of purpose. It's very fulfilling in that way. But I would also say if you're feeling really busy, if you're feeling stressed for time and where you place your energy, just consider your goals, where you want to see yourself in the future, and think about the ways you're spending your time today. Are those things necessarily building up to the product that you're targeting? Are you getting that education around deep problem solving, design thinking? Maybe there are things that the Social Innovation Fellows can contribute and complement to what you're already doing and already learning that might set you apart in the future. Absolutely, you're describing a perfect example that you're enriching your own experience on campus here in a way that you maybe otherwise wouldn't. And as somebody who frequently reviews resumes, portfolios at Lenovo, I can tell you that seeing that sort of enriched experience is really exciting to potential employers, and it will definitely help you stand out. One thing that I think has been very central to my career is something that I learned with the team who started Social Innovation Fellows back in 2016 and 2017, and that is the importance of considering a problem and its impact from many perspectives. So I mentioned that's something that we wanted to bake into the curriculum of the program, but it also helped inform the way we built the program. We had to think about how it was going to affect people differently and how each of those people would respond differently to something brand new like this. So in my work at Red Hat and at Lenovo, it has served me really well to take time anytime we have a design or even a business challenge. Take time to pause and consider that challenge from many perspectives. How is it going to impact this team versus this team? Or how is it going to impact our end user based on what we decide? I remember vividly that our ambitions were so broad and so big that honing in on a focus was really challenging for us. there were so many directions we wanted to take this program, or the focus of the projects that the fellows would work on, to just food and water based projects. We were working on like sustainable farming, or the organization Wine to Water comes to mind. Organizations like that is who we were partnering with the first round, so that we could limit our scope just a little bit with that pilot round and make sure that we nailed it in terms of the programming and operations of everything. Then we were able to widen that scope later on. So I think the lesson there is sometimes it's okay to start a little bit smaller and give yourself permission to grow your scope over time. Really speaking to NC State as a land grant organization, we wanted to honor that, we wanted to celebrate that, and we wanted to give this brand new program some more of an anchor into the university and make it feel like home. And the fact that we started with such a narrow focus like that makes it all the more impressive how much growth and expansive thinking has come from this program ever since then. Today, the sky's the limit, but then
Absolutely.
we definitely, built ourselves some guardrails so that we could be successful. Even if you don't think of yourself as an entrepreneur, think about an entrepreneurial mindset and consider the ways that it might propel you forward in your studies, but also in your career. I think approaching any new environment, whether that's work or school or an extracurricular, even with an entrepreneurial mindset, you really make that experience your own. You create your future that way. You're not starting a business or doing something that is traditionally entrepreneurial, but having that entrepreneurial mindset will help you go far. Thank you guys for considering Social Innovation Fellows as part of your journey here at NC State. Thank you to everybody who has sustained this program over time. It's really a testament to the interests and passions of students, faculty, staff. Everybody who has made this possible is so rooted in entrepreneurial mindset, and I think that's really impressive. So we do.